Hi buddy, welcome back to FTB Unlimited Reloaded with me, Sid, and it's episode 2 for really the first episode after the first live stream, because the first episode was setting up. And if you saw the live stream or you've seen the footage, you saw that we got a bit into IC2 and we got a bat box going, and we got a generator and a macerator and an electric furnace, so that's all good. And we've got a whole load of materials as well, which we do need to process up. However, we've just make sure that I'm not getting I thought there might be at least one friendly little fella out there. There usually is. We also got some rubber sorted, and yeah, basics. Got a few bits of armor and stuff, and that creeper despawned. There's something really weird with the spawning and despawning on here. Anyway, I've just made another bed because we are going to head out on the map. I want to find some certain resources and get a feel for our surroundings as well. So we have tentatively suggested that we're going to kind of build here. We've got a nether portal over this area. This is going to be I just like the bay. It's got kind of a nice ambience to the place. So yeah, that is the plan, and we're going to start off with a little bit of exploration just to see what we can see out in the world. I'm going to try and avoid deserts because, you know, running away from Crimson cultists, well, they're not my idea of fun. They'll almost certainly be more of them, though. It doesn't help that I'm really not planning to do any Thorncraft this season, or this particular series. As I say, it's an interesting conundrum because, and I know one of the comments we saw on the poll for what pack we do was, oh, not another kitchen sink pack, and realistically, unless a pack is incredibly focused, like something like Crash Landing or Regrowth or any of those classics that we all know and love so much, the predominantly packs are kitchen sink packs, because they very rarely have I come across a pack that, you know, really focuses down a certain mod or a certain series of mods. There's always 2 or 3 different ways to achieve things. Oh, hello. You would be another Thorncraft dungeon, I'm going to guess. Yeah, that looks very much like it. I'm not interested. I don't need to go in there or anything. I'm going to guess either. Well, I would have. That's raw beef. That must have, the cow must have died when the dungeon generated on top of it or something. That's the only explanation I can think of for that. So yeah, these packs that are kitchen sink packs are, in some respects, better because they're more flexible, but in other respects, not quite so good because they are more flexible. I mean, I realise they are the same thing, but yeah, it's, you know, it's a nature of the beast. If you're going to go with a lot of flexibility and different options in what you do, then you kind of lose a certain amount of that focus. But on the flip side of that, what is that? That looks like some kind of, is that jungle? I mean, the biomes are a little bit flipped because we've got a different. There's it's not Biomes of Plenty. It's a similar. I can't remember which mod it is, but it's similar to Biomes of Plenty. It's a biome mod, terrain gem mod, and so consequently there will be biomes that are. What are we in now? Mini jungle. Oh, okay, so it is a jungle, but it's a mini jungle. Cool. Very green. Then again, jungles always are, aren't they? And of course, tropical bees, which Of course, the mini jungle doesn't. Oh, there is a little bit of jungle tree over there. Not a lot. What we got there? So that looks. This looks to be the mini jungle. Now this, I'm curious as to what that biome is over there. Because one of the building, I'm thinking building wise, I'm probably going to go with a modern style on this one. Maybe, I haven't decided, unless people come back on after the live stream with more suggestions as to what we do. But of course, one of the downsides to building in a modern style is that you need certain modern resources, and one of those things is terracotta or hardened clay, depending on what you want to. Either way, it's I think we've found the what is by this biome then? Thicket. All right, and explain the rabbits. Rabbits do like a nice thicket. Not what I was hoping for though. So I'm going to have to keep on hunting. Yeah, I'm hoping to get something, obviously a mesa. And I'm fairly certain we don't have a nature's compass. I suppose I should actually check. Yeah, we don't have nature's compass, which is a pain. That's one of my go-to quality of life mods. Such an obvious one. The compass. See, I've always found the compass to be somewhat pointless. It's not the, when you're playing with, in modern Minecraft especially, the compass is useless because, of course, you're playing with a biome, playing with map package of some description or another. Well, this is the desert, isn't it? This means we're going to probably end up finding more of those bloody Crimson Cultist portals. But on the flip side, we may find some juicy goodies. So it's kind of swings and roundabouts, isn't it? Yeah, so that's the kind of thing that I would like to find. Now, whether we will find it or not is another question. I didn't bring it. I got a whole load of obsidian, and I was going to bring it with me just in case I wanted to portal back. But ideally, I think I want to get like a network of portals in place. Obviously, a desert wolf there. Right, we'll keep on trucking, and we'll see what we get in a bit. I'm not going to go mad with the exploration on this one. But we'll see where we can find and what we can find. And if we can't find the stuff we need in the first instance, we'll wing it, because that's what you do, isn't it? Right, I'll be back in a bit. Alright, well, I've done a circuit. I haven't really found much of what I was looking for, although I did find something which I think I've just found some more of even closer by, which is going to be handy, if that is what I think it is. Yep, it is quarried stone. So we're going to head back. We're not far away from the point where we want to set our base anyway, so we should be able to make it down there in time, because it's just here. And I'm not entirely sure, as I say, exactly how I want to build all of this, but we've got a little bit of sulphur. Something died there. Pardon me. We do know, of course, that let's just quickly sleep. We got our nether portal is just around here, so that kind of makes a sense. Now this quarried stone, it's not the idea, it's not obviously the terracotta that I was hoping for, but right, so we've got this here, and there's a massive great overhang there. I think this would be an obvious location to set up shop. Now, it does mean that we're going to have to bring a whole load of stuff across, which is going to be a pain. but not that far. I was looking at drills, by the way, as well, because there is, of course, the electric drill from Tech Reborn. There is an infinity drill for industrial foregoing, but that is somewhat beyond our capability right now, I think. I'm guessing that has a charge. Yep. And then, oh yeah, bigger story. Wow. Legendary RT9. I don't even know what that number is. It's a big number of RF, and that will do a 13 by 13 area. You can't even, I don't know. You've just got to charge these, I think. Intriguing, but anyway, as I said, one of the things we're not doing this, well, we're not doing it immediately, is industrial foregoings. So this is where I want to work. Let us start off by, I think, I don't know how long this is going to last. This axis almost had it. If it gives me enough to make to chop down a couple of trees off of here, then I'll take it, because I want to take this lump out the middle. This is this little bit. There we go. Doesn't really matter, we can always punch trees as well. It's not really a problem, is it? And then a little bit of diggy dig just to clear out some space. Now what we should probably do also is get a crafting bench down, which I'll just put there, and then we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. That will make me a couple of chests for the time being, which we will use to store some of this garbage that we have picked up on our travels. Not the coal. I suppose the coal can stay here as well. So first things first that I need to do is just clear out and get this space sorted. I'm probably going to take that off of there as well, and we'll evaluate this space from here, and I'll be back in a sec. Alright, so we've got a place that I'm going to call home. Just set my spawn here temporarily. We've got a whole load of stuff to transfer over, and obviously we've got things to process up as well. I need a couple of 3 leather. Now, whilst I'm not going to be using thermal, doesn't mean I'm not going to be pursuing them in my main mod choices. It doesn't mean that we can't look at the options. Now, if we look at backpacks, the backpack options are fairly simple. There's a Project Red thing which uses woven cloth. That is possibly where we'll end up. I don't know. We obviously have the forestry packs, but they are incredibly limited. Which, you know, is fine. And of course we have the good old, let's have what we've got, bags. So we've got chiseled bags, which are obviously just chiseling, chisels and bits. We've got nothing else there. So that leaves us with the option of the satchel. The satchel obviously being the thermal expansion. And we're going to go for that. We're going to go with that, and that. Now that should give me a very limited extra amount of inventory. We can't do invar because, well, we could do invar. Let's not. We could, if we can get in there, we can make invar blend by grinding down some iron and some nickel, and that can be smelted. So I suppose that's, technically speaking, is untrue. We could take nickel and iron and probably macerate both of those down. Electrum we could almost certainly do as well. Signalum, that's where we hit the fun stuff, because we're into signalum blend, we're into protium and stuff, but we could certainly get up to that point, I think. Now we use you with 2 to make 3. Okay, we put a double iron through then. Might as well. So because of course one of the downsides to making a temporary base is that you end up building some infrastructure in that place. I mean, I've got quite a lot. I've got a strip mine down there. We've got some machinery. Not a huge amount, you know, don't get me wrong. It's not so vast. Whoa. Love the sounds from this, especially now you can turn them down. That is, you know, really, really nice. We need to get some wool actually as well, because we're a little bit low on that. Tin. I think I've got a little bit more tin to process there as well actually. I say we need to get some wool. We really don't have to go far to get wool. Hello, sir. Hello, madam. And yeah, I know I could shear them. There's quite a few in the area. I just want to make a couple more satchels, I think. If we have 3 satchels, that will give us some... if we've got enough. No, we've got enough for that. Well, we've got any... a Coo Beastie. Coo Beastie would be nice. There we go. There's a Coo Beastie. Come. Oh, tight. Really? Oh, what did we get there? Still on 3. Oh, man. I'm gonna have to kill all the Coo Beasties in the area, aren't I? 1. Need 2 more. Didn't get it. You'd think the hide was at... Oh, hello. I see you, sir. How are you? That might have gone better. Oh yeah, you can't. That's right. Oil is really not a good idea to go jumping in because you can't swim in it. A cow. There's a cow. Luckily, we've got plenty of livestock in the area, so it's not the end of the world. If I have to. 1 more. We need 1 more piece of leather. And there's 1 cow over there. And then we can do a transfer over. And what I would like to do this episode as well is at least get the coke oven going. Gotcha. Right. They shall not die in vain. I shall enjoy their tasty steak. It will sustain me as well as help me transfer stuff. Shoo, now we've got all of that. We should be good for those. And that. With that. And that. And that. And that. And oh, actually, I need to process more tin, don't I? Okay. Let's do that then. Tin. Always the same. There's always that one material which proves to be the elusive one. But I only need 9 nuggets. Oh well, just what we got. Those then. And the inbar, which we've got the 3. Yeah. Oops. Hello. Right, so we should be good now to go like you and there, and then go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Actually, I don't need to. There's a hardened, there's another hardened, and there is another hardened. Excellent. Put that tin away. That should give us, I think, 2 rows now. Yeah, so blah blah blah. It can be enchanted to increase storage capacity, so we can enchant it as well. Cool. Press V to enable auto collect. Shift while sneaking to configure. Which items the thing can automatically pick up? Yeah, doesn't matter, we're not doing that. Right, so what we need to do, starters, is put some of this stuff away, I think, that we don't really need here. Probably don't need that as well. Keep all of those. That can go in, and then we can start transferring stuff around until we've got most of this stashed in a satchel, or one satchel or another at the very least. So let me get that done, and I will be right back with you. Of course, the one thing I forgot was I was going to do another upgrade to these, wasn't I? Which what's that got in it? But I'm going to. No, I'm not. I want to empty that satchel. I just don't. And I'm going to put one thing in it, which will be that pulverized nickel, and then we're going to put 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We've got plenty of that left. 1, 2, 3, like that. Reinforced still contains that. That's fine. So it occurred to me that we had one more upgrade to do, and that one needs to come out now. And I'm just going to cut that as is. Yeah, and that gives us 3 more rows of stuff to play with, because otherwise you just, we're going to have to make the trip several times. That one's empty. That one there we'll do and fill up with that. That's good. And then that one is empty. We'll have that and all of these, and yeah, so that's me. Well, that's one double chest emptied, and then we can obviously go through here, and I want that actually. We'll keep you to one side. That lot can go in there, however, and so on and so forth. So let me get that done. Again, back in a second. All right, I'm just getting myself, resituated just temporarily. So we've moved down here. I've hollowed out into here a wee bit. This is going to be obviously built out and done right now. This is, again, still temporary. Not a huge amount of order to our hoofer thingamabob. However, let me do this into 16 and 12. That'll do. 1, 2. I'm just trying to get these cooked quickly. So that is cooking bricks. These are cooking bricks. I think I need 108 bricks and a whole load of sand, which is, well, we've got, should have some. 64. Yeah, we've got a little bit. We're going to need more sand than that, so let's go and we'll borrow from Peter to pay Paul, as the old saying goes. We'll have this lot, I think. What would be nice, I think we're going to need, let's say 100, so a lot. We're going to need some. That's the answer. Oops, hello. Let's not do that. So I'll just borrow this for now. It's not like we haven't got a whole load of deserts around us should I wish to rebuild the beach. But I'm unlikely to want to anyway, because it really would serve no point. Where are we there? I'll probably just wear the shovel out and see what we've got after that. Because that would kind of, there you go. What we got there? Yeah, probably enough. So this is to get the coke oven, and platform. Once we've got the coke oven done, we'll be able to make the blast furnace, obviously by heading to the nether and getting soul sand and netherrack. But in the first instance, oh hello. Did something wrong there. In the first instance, we want to do that and that. No, we've not got. I was hoping we had one of these mods in that gives us a thing staying in the crafting bench table, but we don't. So that's a thing we ain't got. However, it doesn't matter because we'll just do that, and that will give us 9 of those. Just waiting for the night. Getting there. And what we'll do is we'll get that set up outside somewhere. And again, maybe just a temporary setup in the first instance until we know exactly what I'm going to be doing. But right now we can just probably do this. That's the first 9 blocks. Should be almost there on that one. We are, and that's got that one done, so that should give us another 15. So that will give us 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need 2 more, and we'll be good. That's interesting. That's actually enough there. So I obviously did my maths wrong somewhere on the line. No surprise there, I'm afraid. And there we go. There's your original blast furnace, original coke oven. Before immersive engineering was even a twinkle in the eye, this was the tool with which you made coal coke. Obviously, make it do it with blocks or things. You can make charcoal that way with wood, but it will make you creosote oil, and creosote can be used in a semi-fluid generator. Interesting. It's useful to know. And it appears to we can make creosote wood from railcraft. Obviously you don't need stuff from immersive. Right, well, on that note, let's get a screenshot, and we shall call this episode done. But we've explored around the area. There's not vast amounts of interesting stuff going on. There's a nice volcano there, there's a big volcano there, and there's a very big volcano there. Those might be interesting building materials because that's basalt, which is abundant and black. But not really seeing anything else of major interest. I didn't see any temples when I was looking across there, and there's nothing. There is a certain shape to a temple. Well, when you look at them on the mini-map, you can often spot them. But I can't on that. In fact, if we go over, if I remember rightly, round near spawn, yeah, there you go. Dead easy to spot. But until next time, well, until next stream actually, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.